All right. Hello, boys and girls. We are live. Okay, y'all probably like, what are they doing? First of all, it is Angela's Literary Cafe. I am hanging out with my book nerdigan friends, guys. I'm going to allow them to introduce themselves. But first of all, it is National Book Lovers Day. Guys, we get our own day. Oh my goodness, we get our own day. Guys, these are individuals that are my friends that love books as much as I love books. So, of course, we wanted to hang out with you guys a little bit today. So, of course, I'm Angela Anderson of Angela's Literary Cafe. Angela Anderson presents. And first of all, I'll tell y'all what I'm rocking today and what I am drinking, and I will allow the ladies to do that as well. Hey, Jennifer. Jennifer is another book nerdigan, guys. Jenny's Cozy Corner. Her book blogs and her reviews and stuff like that. Check her out. She's hanging out with us too. So, guys, so y'all know me. I like to coordinate. So I got on my little tam, and I got on my little blue or what have you. But today, and I'm bookish. So if y'all don't know Sharon C. Cooper, first of all, I love the Atlantis Finest series. Midnight know about that series.
Yes.
Actually,
come hang out with me on Friday because
I
we're talking
heard.
about committed. So, and of course, you can't talk about one book without talking about the whole series.
Exactly. So, guys, mark your calendars. Check Midnight out as well. Hang out with them for that. But this is actually one of her mugs that she blessed me with. And I think it has like the first 3 books in the series. So I'm just all bookish today. So, Val, introduce yourself to the people. Tell us what you're wearing, what you're drinking on today.
Sure. Hi, everybody. I'm Val Scorup. I am drinking a whiskey and ginger ale. It's been that kind of day already.
Okay.
Hey, yes, that's what I'm talking about.
It's been that kind of week. It's only 2 days in.
Hey, I love that. I love that. Well, boys and girls, if you're just joining us, yes, it is Angela's Literary Cafe. But guys, because it's National Book Lovers Day, I'm hanging out with some of my friends. We got Val in the house, Midnight Ace in the house as well. Guys, we're going to be talking about books, what we love about books. We may have a few games and things of that nature. We're just going to have a awesome Book Lovers Day. All right, Midnight, what are you rocking? What you drinking, my friend?
Oh, I am drink. Let's get the drinks out the way. So listen, Val, I need to be with you, but I had to tone it down just a little bit. I got some work to do after this. So I am drinking Head Over Heels Sweet Riesling. So I'm drinking that. That's pretty good. And actually, it's just I'm tapering it off because that was a pair with A Risky Affair by Iris Boland. So that was what I paired that with. So I'm finishing off the bottle because it was good. I don't want to throw it away. Right.
Okay.
And I am rocking my very own Midnight Ace book bar, all my hashtags, woo woo, and the official Books and Booze wine glass. All right. So
I love that. Oh my goodness. So, guys, we're going to get started. Okay. Let me just tell you this. Stop what you're doing, like, tag, and share. Tell a friend to come hang out with us at the cafe, boys and girls, whether you're on YouTube or if you're on Facebook. Let everybody know that we are hanging out here and we're getting ready to have some National Book Lovers Day friends. Guys, guess what? She's able to pop in real quick. I'm gonna put her up. Where is she?
Hi, ladies. Calling from the car.
Right? Things we do for books, right?
I love it. Well, Tiffany, we have introduced ourselves. Okay, we didn't mean to leave you out. We told them what we're drinking. You could probably say it because I'm drinking hot lemon tea. Oh, Val, I'm gonna let Val tell you what she's drinking, and I'm gonna let Midnight tell you what she's drinking.
I have whiskey and ginger ale because it's been that kind of week already.
Strong, Val.
Yeah, no, and I can hang with Val, just not today. And of course, I got my wine. I got some sweet Riesling over here.
Okay.
I love that. Well, Tiffany, we know that you're not drinking anything, but hey, tell us where you calling us from.
So today my daughter has a softball game, or she may not because the weather is crazy here in New York. But I have 7-Eleven strawberry lemonade.
Hey.
I like something stronger though.
Listen, when you get home, you could just drop a few drops in that.
But now, wait a minute. Mama Tony told me to blame Midnight for the wine glass she had in her hand in her picture this past weekend.
Oh, yeah, that was me. That was me. I take full responsibility. Yes.
What were y'all drinking?
Well, I was drinking just a regular just a off-brand name of Cabernet Sauvignon, and she had, which one did I give her? I think she had we didn't have Moscato because that's everybody's thing, right? So she had to drink. I think she did Pinot Grigio.
Okay.
Oh,
Okay.
okay.
A
Yeah,
white Zinfandel would have went good too.
they gave us 4 choices: 2 reds, 2 white. I know.
Look now, we're just like, okay.
But
Well,
listen, I told look, we got up there and it really wasn't what she wanted, but I was like, you gonna drink it today? Because I ain't drinking it by myself.
And speaking of
Well,
Mama
I-
Tony,
Mama
they talking about you, Mama Tony. They talking about you, guys. Mama Tony in the house of Mama Tony's Book Nook. Guys, if you are just joining us, we are hopping on just to have some book lovers fun because today is National Book Lovers Day, and we're super excited because we get our own day. So we're just gonna do a little round robin. I'm gonna kind of talk with my friends, kind of like we're having just bookish conversations or what have you. And I'm gonna start with Val. Val, what is it that makes you just a book lover? That's your thing?
So I think, and I think everybody kind of says this when they came out, the Twilight books got me back into reading. And it's not for everybody,
Yeah.
but it was just something to start reading again. So I was like, all right. And I just started devouring them. I'm like, well, let me get back into this. And then I'm like, well, I remember Danielle Steele. I used to like those books. Let me go back to reading those again. Let me see what else I get into. And then the Kindles came along and I was like, oh, I can devour more and more books.
Right.
Can't stop me now.
I love that. I love that. Tiffany of Tiff's Happy Place, girl, what makes you just a lover of books?
So, like growing up, I was reading Zane when I shouldn't have been reading Zane. Like that was very taboo for a high schooler to be reading, but we all did it if you were from certain areas. And then I started reading street lit, and that was okay, but it became too much after a while, depending on who was writing it, right? Because then it was like life imitating or art imitating life, life imitating art, whichever way.
Mhm.
So then I started back to reading like Brenda Jackson and Rochelle Aller and Frances Ray. And they just pulled me in because that was back when, Kimani was around, and I was just devouring those books because they're quick to read. So like once you finish one, you want another one. It's like eating Lay's potato chips. You just can't eat one. You want more. And so that's what got me into it. And then to be able to reach out to them because, they always gave their contact information at the end. To be able to reach out to them and say, hey, I loved your book. And then all of a sudden you have Facebook and well, I'm not even going to say the old obsolete one, but then you have Facebook. So then you started following their pages, and then it just became more of a love to me because then I was able to reach out to them and email them or follow them online and devour more of their books that they were putting out. So, yeah.
I love that. I love that. And of course, guys, Midnight is Book Bar. And guys, feel free. Y'all know we are interactive. So, how did you become a book lover? Put that in the comment section as well. If you have questions for any of these book lovers that are here, definitely put them in the comment section. We will definitely include you guys as well. And thank you so much for just hanging out with us just a little bit to celebrate our day, boys and girls. All right, Midnight, you're up. What makes you a book lover, my friend?
Well, there's a lot of twists and turns in how I got here right now today. But like you, Val, when I started working in the hospital, actually Twilight was required reading for my department. So here you go. So then
the whole department came in and decided
right.
to read
It's like if you're sitting there not doing a patient, then read. Right. You need to be reading. So anyway, so a lot of different avenues that brought me here. But you know what I like about reading? Let me tell you that. What I like about reading is that whatever you're feeling, there is a book out there for something. Listen,
Yes.
if I want to be romantic, I got the romance. If I want to do self-help because that's important for us now, we got books for that. If I just want a little sweet romance and just don't want a whole lot of heat, they got books for that. Listen, if I want to go to the streets, they got books for that. If they want to live in the kind of neighborhood I did and it really wasn't fast paced, they have books for that. Like you can do anything. Listen, if you want a history lesson and you want to know what people did way back, They got books for that.
Books for that.
Yeah.
Hey, books
So,
for
hey,
everything. Books
right.
and books that kind of like it suits your fancy. And like you said, like what Midnight said, there are so many different genres of books, boys and girls. There
Yes.
are sub-genres of books of boys and girls. And there are so many things that whatever suits your fancy as well. And so for me, as y'all have heard this story before, what have you, I mean, I have been reading since like elementary school. Yes, I was that girl that got excited about library day, and I still
did
get
too.
excited about the library. I love the bookstores. If you follow me on social media, you know I love the bookstores, and I'm always trying to figure out how I can get the books home without my husband seeing me that I've purchased some more books. But anyway, that's another story. But I love books, and so guys, I used to remember, back in the day, I guess they still do that, when you had story time and the teachers would read to you, read stories or whatever. Oh my goodness, I love that. And then when I, of course, learned how to read and stuff like that, one of my favorite books in elementary school, I want to say I was like in 3rd grade, is Dear Mr. Henshaw by Beverly Cleary. Guys, I probably read that book like 57 times and like checked it out over and over again. But I love that book. And then we ain't even gonna talk about like Ramona, like all the Ramona books. That was my girl. Yeah. And then, okay, now I'm kind of telling my age. Do y'all remember the Betsy books? The Betsy books was before Ramona. Am I telling my age? Okay, I love the Betsy books or what have you. So yeah, it just started from there. And then when I grew up, what have you, and I became a big girl, that love for reading just have always been there. And it's just something about, in a book, I mean, you can just be in a zone. And speaking of that, like I'm thinking about the books that like I have, and we're gonna switch gears. We're gonna talk about book hangovers. That I have okay. See, I wasn't trying
by
to go
her own design. Really fast. You pulling out by
okay, guys.
Okay. I like that.
I miss these characters. If I could give this book a 10, it's totally a 10. Oh my goodness, guys. Farrah, wherever you at, if you listening, girl, you did your thing in here. I miss Drew in London already, guys. Oh my goodness. I told Tiffany today, I said, Tiffany, hurry up and read it. I need somebody to talk to.
She did.
So speaking of that, what is it that you know about a book? Like what happens when you know that you're going to have a book hangover for a particular book, or what does it where you say, you know what, this is it for this book? Val?
When I stay up all night and I'm like, I can get 2 hours of sleep before I go to work if I really push hard enough.
Yeah.
Now, all-nighters, that's hey guys, if you wanted to find out what makes you a book nerd again or what makes you a book lover, hey, pulling the all-nighter. I love it, Val. Pulling the all-nighter. What about you, Midnight?
Listen, I used to, as I said before, I worked at a hospital, and so I worked all shifts. But when I used to do doubles all the time, right? So when I pull out a book and it's time for me to go to bed to wake up and I can't go to sleep because I'm reading it, and I justify it by saying, well, I just work a double. I just work the last few hours, get up, go in the morning and do that. But a book hangover for me, and I've had several, I can't even tell you when the last one I've had, but a book hangover for me is when I'm staying up all night and reading that book. And then when I'm done with that, I just can't touch nothing else because them characters is just, you know what I mean? Like they just there. And I just can't get rid of them just yet. You know what I mean?
Yes. And Tiffany, I think Midnight know this story, but I don't know if you know this story, but there is a book that was by Joy Avery. Guys, I was praying for stoplights. Don't ask me why was I praying for stoplights. Okay, I'm not condoning that, and I ain't owning up to it. I'm just gonna say I was praying for stoplights. That's all I'm gonna say. We're gonna leave it at that. The book was that,
but
good.
It wouldn't have mattered. It wouldn't have mattered.
That's what audiobooks are for, then.
Was audio? But you know what? I'm trying to think when that book came out. I think audiobooks were around. I don't think they were as popular as they are right now. Right. But that's so true. That audio helps now for people to be mobile. They can kind of do various things as well. So I love that. Thanks, Val, for my audiobooks, guys. And audio
1 hour commute. So just getting it while I'm driving. And then I can listen to that and pay attention to the road too. And I'm like, wait, what did you just say? Now I got to go back 15 seconds. I got to reread that part.
I love
that. One thing about the audio books though is you you can read them in the car, but when you tapping back, you can't tap back to where you are.
I know, exactly.
But even in audiobooks, because I have the Kindle and I have it set up to read to me, it's a mono voice.
I
But
didn't
I'm
even think about
that now. I can get it, and then with that, I can always, even when I'm driving, and I don't even have to be at a light. Sometime I can just be like, swipe that page back and just start all over again. So yes.
Wait, I didn't even
love
think
it.
about that because I don't like audiobooks.
I like them. I think there's a place for them, but like Tiffany said, like sometimes not Tiffany, but Angela said, like if you got to tap back, sometimes you don't know where you're going.
My thing is the voices. Like I love Earl's voice, right? But sometimes those voices don't help me visualize what I want to visualize when I'm reading it. Like those voices distract me. I don't know what it is. I don't know.
Sometimes you have to find the right narrators and the right voices to start with or get into, and then you can start to get to them more.
Yeah,
that's what I found. I mean, I have 2 book groups that we have, chat groups that we've been in for over a year. It's like, well, what are you reading now? Or should we all do a book read together? Or who are you listening to? Or where did that book come from?
I love that. And that leads us to speak about the good old buddy read, like, you know, with your book nerdigan friends or what have you.
Page 35, Angela, page 35.
Okay, so guys, let me tell you this. I'm gonna tell you the short version. So, you know, I'm working, and Tiffany was working too, but
I was doing laundry at 5 o'clock in the morning.
Yara St. John. We gotta call her out because y'all know we love some Yara St. John. And Tiffany gets to page 35 and she texts me. So mind you, when she texted me, it was just to say, girl, you gotta read 35. I'm just gonna say we had a whole conversation. We was like, okay, Tiffany, we gonna get back.
I made her stop what she was doing to read it because I was like, I can't believe what I just read. And we're only in chapter 1. We weren't even in chapter 5. We were in chapter 1. And I was like, Angela, stop what you're doing and read page 35. She was like, I don't know if I can. Angela, stop what you're doing and read page 35. Like, I read this at 5 o'clock in the morning and I'm yelling for Yara, and I know she can't hear me, but I'm yelling for her because she threw me off. She threw me for a loop, and I'm like, this is not right.
And the book is a page turner, by the way, boys and girls. It's the whole series is just a great series as well. So Val, I'm glad that you brought that up because we were able to talk about, you know, just having other book nerdigan friends and other book groups that you can talk to these people as well. Guys, put in the comment section if you have book groups that you're in. Of course, the book clubs are amazing that you guys are in too. So I want to ask you guys like right now, and I know Tiffany, you're in the car, so you may not have anything, but Val and Midnight.
Oh, baby, don't say I don't have nothing in the car.
I was gonna say, like, how could she even say that? How could she even say that?
Well, Tiffany, you can participate too. So the first thing that I want them to put up is like, what do you have around you that's like bookish, what have you? That's just bookish. I guess I can start with my mug. Like I said, I love bookish mugs or what have you. This is Sharon C. Cooper. Val or Midnight, is there anything near you, whether it's a bookmark, something that's bookish?
I'm sitting next to my bookcase. That's what
I love that.
Today.
Look, Tiffany's participating from the car.
Listen, and I got 3 books in here with a notepad, Mama Tony, and a pen.
Look, I got books. You can name it. You know, I got books. I got wine. You know,
so guys, as you can see,
wine makes
books and wine. You got someone sitting near a bookcase. Tiffany got a whole book bag where you can kind of store your book, and she got books in there.
Look, Karen, look, Val, you see this? I'm representing Karen. Tell her I got her back.
I love it, guys. Karen Booth is an amazing, amazing author, guys. If you don't follow Karen Booth, definitely follow her as well. We are Karen Booth fans. I'm trying to. Okay. So
don't have the third one yet, but here's 2 of them.
Yeah. Oh, hey, guys, Karen Booth in the house. This is how to fake a wedding date. Karen Booth. This is all he wants for Christmas. Karen Booth as well. So, guys, as you can see, we love some Karen Booth. Shout out to her.
This is the book that we were talking about where I told her to read page 35. Game Between Friends by Yara St. John.
I love it.
If
I
y'all
love
want
it.
to be nosy and find out, page 35.
And y'all know how we hear. I'm glad that Jennifer said that. Jennifer said that. Hold one second. I need a book buddy to read with as well. So guys,
Jennifer, you
again,
got us. You can just reach out.
Yeah, I was gonna stop and answer her with that. Listen, a good book buddy is important because that is the person that you can call like in the middle of the night when you reading
Yeah.
late at night. You know what I mean? So they have to be they have to be vetted, I guess. A good book buddy needs to be vetted.
I love that. I love that. Tiffany, they want you to put the name of that book up again so they can have that. And guys, of course, that's what we're here for at the cafe. Of course, you guys in the comment section as well. These are other book nerdigans too. So reach out as well for the community. This is Holiday Playbook. That's also Yara St. John as well. That's her latest release in that particular series as well. And guys, my bookish thing, y'all know I love like bookmarks, especially the ones that's like customized. So this one, I don't know if you guys can see it. It has my name on there. This is actually Suzette D. Harrison. Okay, book nerdigans out there, take note. Okay. You can order these. I want to say it's under $15 or what have you. You can order it. She will customize it for you with your name, color, and everything. The customer service is amazing. I think Tiffany has one. Tiffany, is yours purple? I think. Is your bookmark like this purple as well, guys? But I'll put the link in the comment section as well. But I love this particular bookmark as well. I think I have another one that's from Joy Avery that's like wood. I love that one too. So okay, so we talked about that a little bit. What's hot on your reading list right now? We'll start with Midnight. What's hot on your reading list?
We ain't got enough time to talk about all of that.
Look, give us one or two.
I got a lot of stuff on there, but I want to say I was pleasantly surprised when I went to the National Book Club conference this past weekend. And so there was a gentleman that I just was going to stop by his room and just pay a visit and look. But when I got in his room, I couldn't leave. He had me mesmerized. And his name is let me see what his name is. Oh, I'm so sorry. I thought I had it right here. His name is D. Watkins. He has a couple of books in there, and it might be urban or whatever. So if you're not into it, I understand, but you might want to pick up a few of his books. Mama Tony can attest to it. Just to look him up and just try one of his books. He was an amazing speaker, and so I am truly going to be getting his books. And then there was another girl there. I stopped by her table too. So this is Tamika Christie. She's been around for a long time, but I've got a chance to meet her, and an amazing person too. So this is one of her books here. So just pick that up. So these are all, I'm always looking for new authors, and so it was a pleasant surprise to meet them. And then this one too. He read from this book here, guys. Like I already started reading this book, like way before I even met him. But this is a wonderful book. So that's just 3 of them. I have more, but that's just 3 of them that I think you guys should probably pick up and put on your list.
I love that.
I lost sound, but I do have the bookmark.
Mm-hmm.
If that's what you were asking me, I lost sound, but I do have the bookmark. But the name of the book is The Holiday Playbook by Yara St. John.
Page 35.
That's all I'm going to say.
We just gonna say page 35. All right, Val, what's some books that are on your list? And I know, guys, we're book nerdigans, so trust me, our list is way high. But just a few off the top of your head.
Yeah, well, unfortunately, and I know Tiffany knows because she saw me post this last year, I'm currently reading to do my AAP exam again for banking. So that's taking up my eyeball reading at the moment. But I did finish, and I'm supporting her, Kate Stewart, Reverse by Kate Stewart. It was a really big book. It was a follow-up to a book she wrote almost 10 years ago, 6 years ago, 10 years ago, something like that. So that I eyeball read and loved it. But audio, I have just listened to Baby for the Thoughtful. So it was a surprise baby by Nadia Lee.
Oh.
And currently listening with a buddy to Wicked Flame, which is a second book in a series by Ella Frank.
Oh, no.
Okay.
Nice. Okay.
What genre is that, Val?
That's MM romance.
Okay.
Mail.
Okay.
Yep.
Okay. So let's see what y'all know. I have a lot, so I'm gonna try to kind of okay, guys. If you're still looking for summaries, Vacation Land by Meg Mitchell Moore. Oh my goodness, Meg Mitchell Moore. That's a good one. Okay, guys, this is actually the August GMA book club pick. Mika in a Real Life by Amiko
Oh, I
Jean.
saw that. Yeah.
And of course, boys and girls, shout out to Kimberly Lawson Roby. Happy release day,
Yeah.
Kimberly
Yes.
Lawson Roby, guys. Sister Friends Forever. I am halfway through. I am enjoying this read as well. And of course, I definitely want to shout this one out. After Hours at Milagro Street as well. This is Angelita M. Lopez. So, guys, between the four of us, we just gave you several books that you guys can go out there and read. And so I do want to take a question. We're going to play a quick round of this or that, and then we're going to let you guys be on your way for today. We had a question. Her name is Chanel. She wanted to know, how do you feel about authors switching genres? We'll start with you, Midnight, about authors switching genres.
You know, I think again, I'm going to say there's a place for that because sometimes I love that authors step outside of their comfort zone. You may have a favorite. Some people are stuck with authors, those favorite authors that they just don't want to veer from. And for those people, it is a very good place for them because they get a twofer, if you will. So I do think it's a place for it. I like when I know that the author, what name the author is writing up under. Sometimes it gets a little messy when you don't know who you're reading because we always read. We don't always go reach out and buy books if we don't know who they are. And if you don't have word of mouth, you're not going to go flock to that person. So if you know and you've been following that author, you already going to trust their read. But I would say to you, if you're one of those people who are a little bit on the fence about that, if you already know what that author is writing, give them a try if they step out and venture with them. I think it's great.
Right. Thank you so much for saying that, Midnight. I'm like Midnight too. For authors that they write in different genres. Some of them, as Midnight was alluding to, some of them write under pen names. So their pen name, they may write a different genre or whatever, especially if the genres are on different ends of the spectrum, or what have you too. But yeah, I feel like it's unfair to the author to kind of put them in a box and say, oh, you can only write this, because when you are a creative, let me just tell you, your mind is so much stuff going on in the mind of a creator. And I look at authors as creators or what have you too. So I'm fine if they write outside of one genre, or what have you too. And if the other genre that they write in may not be your cup of tea, it's like, that's okay. That's not your cup of tea, but your cup of tea is another genre they write. So just read what it is that they write that you like, or what have you too. I would just say, don't put them inside of a box or what have you. It's my take on that. Val?
Yeah, and the one person that comes to mind that did that I know of is Lori Foster. So she writes a lot of romance, and then she wrote as LL Foster some like paranormal almost. I haven't read them, I have them, but it's just something I haven't gotten into. Like, I read paranormal, I've read fantasy, I get into those. So sometimes when you get stuck, like say if you're kind of not knowing what other book to pick up and you're always reading romance, it helps to jump to some different genre and just to kind of like a palate cleanse and get something else. And then you feel like, well, I want to go back to that. Something else makes me want to go back to that.
Yeah, I agree. I agree with
that. And I'm glad that you said that. Oh, I'm sorry. Go ahead, Tiffany.
No, I agree, because like I just recently got into cozy mysteries. So if I want to get out of romance, I'll go to cozy mysteries. Because I can't do too much of the gory stuff. But cozy mysteries are right there for me, because it's like watching Angela Lansbury or something like that, or Monk or something like that. It's easy to read. It doesn't distort my thinking because I can go deep.
Your version of Dateline, but just reading.
Right, exactly. Oh, now
I love that.
I will sit and watch Dateline and ID Channel any given day of the week and not have an issue with going to sleep and waking up. I'll say a slick thing to my husband about, I don't know if I trust you tonight, but but yeah, it like you said, it cleanses your palate so that you can go back to reading what you love.
And you guys, I mean, if you guys follow me, I mean, just look at the Literary Cafe. I am an eclectic reader. So of course, I love my romance, but I also love suspense. I also love thrillers. I read historical fiction, so I read a little bit of, of everything or what have you that's within my liking. So if there are authors that write other genres, for me, it's like, wow, I just got more stuff to read by that particular author.
But there are also authors that write different subgenres. So like Sharon just she writes romantic suspense, but she just did a rom-com, which is really good.
Which was amazing by the Business Not As Usual, guys. That's another one. Let me just tell you, Val, this book, and Midnight and Tiffany can tell you, it is like laughing out loud, tears rolling, side hurting because you laughing so hard. I mean, she did her thing with this particular,
and that's out of her norm.
Yes. Oh my goodness.
Simone.
And I would crown her queen of romantic suspense. I mean, her romantic suspense books are like amazing. I mean, this whole Atlanta's Finest line is just, oh my goodness. So yeah, like Tiffany said, so now, she has a book that's in the rom-com genre, and she nailed it too. So again, I think we answered that question.
And let me just throw it in there too. So so authors too that don't change their names, but just write different things, because Iris Boland, she'll say she write romance, but I think it's all romantic suspense. But then she has a suspense series, and then she even tibbled over to the top of sci-fi, just recently too. So I mean, she doesn't skip a beat. I mean, the reading is all good. So I say, give it a try. When an author steps out, because we do, like Angela says, we do not want to put them in a box. It's just going to be better for us in the long run.
But even to Naima Simone, she also writes across the board.
Yeah.
So we love Naima Simone because we know her as this, but other people see Naima Simone as something else.
Yeah.
And then the two intertwine if you're a real fan of her.
Yes. I
love
that.
I love that. There are a lot of authors that one group of people know them one way, another group of people know them another way, and then if you're a real fan, you know her both ways.
I love it. And Chanel, you are so welcome. We are glad that we was able to answer your question as well. Oh my goodness, guys. Okay, Tiffany, look who is in the audience. Author RJ Gray is in the audience, guys. She just recently wrote a book that's a part of the Meet Cute Book Club series, which is amazing. RJ, definitely put your link information in the comment section, guys. Follow her on social media. She is amazing. Oh my goodness.
Thank you so much
for joining us. Yes. But guys, as you can see, as book nerdigans, not only, and I'll let the other ladies touch on this and then we'll play a quick round of this or that. Not only do we have a community among ourselves as book lovers, but we have a community with so many amazing authors. And so I want Val and Tiffany and Midnight to share with you why it's important for us as book lovers to help build a relationship with these authors and to help them to get their work out there. I'll start with you, Tiffany.
So for me, Val and I share Karen Booth, and I think Val is a real super fan, honestly. But to be able to talk to the author, so for me, if you've seen any of my videos, I really believe in reading what the author writes before I talk to them, because I want to make sure that I understood the message that they were trying to get across. And if I didn't, I would like the author to explain to me what it was that they wanted me to see, so that maybe I missed something that I could go back and read. Also, they love to hear from their fans. They love to hear, that we love their stuff, or we did it, and what we didn't like about it, so that in the future they can think about that when they're writing their next story. They really appreciate your feedback. So whether you send them an email, I don't know about sending DMs, because not everybody checks their DMs, because there are a lot of crazy people out there. But if you go into their if they have a link tree, or if they have a website, reach out to them, write them a letter, say, hey, I enjoyed XYZ about book ABC, and they will write back. A lot of these authors love to talk to their readers, and they
They
will write back
do.
to you. They will reach out to you. If you can become an advanced reader of their work, that's great too, because they love the feedback, and it also helps them when it comes to promoting their sales of their books, because our words get out first before
Mhm.
everybody else is able to buy the book. Um, but, and this Angela and I have had a long discussion about, is if you don't like the work, instead of writing a bad review, reach out to the author and
Mhm.
tell them why you don't like their work. Don't go out and bash them, because maybe you're missing something to what they were writing, or maybe you just don't like what they wrote. But don't bash them. I'm not
Mhm.
saying that you can't have a bad review, but have it for a good reason, not because of a grammatical error, because of something that doesn't have to do with their work. If it's their work, that's one thing. If it's something outside of their work, that's a whole nother thing.
Right.
Mhm.
So yeah,
Mhm.
it
I
does make a difference, because
I
we
love
don't
that.
need those.
All right, Miss Val, same question.
Yeah, I totally agree with everything Tiffany said. And we've met through Karen Booth, and I've known Karen for over 10 years. She's a mutual, her husband is my mutual friend with her. So that's how I got to know her and start reading her. And they love when people reach out to them and say, I love this book and it touched me in some way, or, you totally broke my heart, but that's okay because I kept reading it. And, they love to hear that. And even now, getting back into the swing of things after 2.5 years of everybody staying away from each other, getting to go back to book conventions and seeing authors face to face and having you tell them, hey, I love this, or I saw you on TikTok, or I saw you on Instagram, or I saw you on Facebook, or I saw you somewhere and something made me reach out to your book and read it. And that's why I'm coming to talk to you. That little bit of connection means a lot to a lot of authors.
I agree. I agree. And Midnight.
I think we are important because sometimes, sometimes I get a bird's eye view of the business outside of just a reading. And I think even whether or not, particularly the independently published authors, don't have that footprint like the traditionally published authors. But even when they're traditionally published authors, they still need a little bit of extra
Push.
push,
Right?
because it's just it's a lot of people out here reading now. The statistics may not say that, but it is true. But
Word
I
of mouth can blow up one book in
Eh,
a second.
there you go. And that's exactly where I'm going, because I feel like when I write my reviews or I talk about a book, it's really for my fellow readers. And I know that they say a review is a hug for an author, but it's for my readers. But just imagine when I get all of those readers who I may say something that might bring them to that book, then we all hugging the author at that point. And I mentioned this to Angela one time we were talking, I'm a one man show over here at the book bar, right? And I have a lot of big ideas, but I don't always have all the time to do it. But when I look out there and I see like a Val or Angela or Tiffany, they had this one author. I said, okay, they got that one. So let me go over here and get this one right there. And then I'll share what they already did, and then they can share what I already did. So I think we are just as important as the authors, but I think we have a whole lot of fun doing it because like we don't have all of the headaches about getting it out there. Like we reading it, we just hollering, shouting them out and everything. But I love what I do, and like the passion is there. Like literally, if they say if you can do something and don't have to worry about a paycheck, this would be me. This would be me.
I
I
agree.
love this stuff. Yeah.
I love it. So, guys, if you are out there as well, guys, same thing. Put in the comment section your thoughts on the importance of book lovers like us and getting the word out there for authors as well. And like Val and Tiffany and Midnight said, I mean, that word of mouth is amazing. I even think there was one day, and this is a true story. I was like, okay, let me get off Instagram, because I was like, if I order one more book, because I
Yeah.
don't saw one of my book nerdigan
Yeah.
friends done posted something about this book that looks super, and y'all already know. Show me a
Book
fabulous cover.
covers.
I'm a goner.
Book
Y'all already
covers.
know.
Yeah. Yeah.
Guilty, guilty, guilty.
You
And
know,
no
Yeah.
books
so
are
Yeah.
guys,
worse.
it is real, and we feed off each other. I mean, like you said, we have conversations with Val and Tiffany and Midnight and our other book nerdigan friends.
Mama
We got
Tony.
Mama Tony out there. We got not Tiffany. We got Jennifer Copeland that's out there. We got Kelly. Oh my goodness, I love Kelly. We got Corey from Corey's Corners. There's just so many other book nerdigans, guys. That we can name. We all read different, but we all support each other as well. We feed off of each other, and we help getting the word out. Yeah. Yes, Shay from Brown Book Series, guys, as well. We do what we do because one, we love books deep down, and that passion that we have, that we are able to do that as well. And then Jennifer, thank you for saying that, guys. If you don't follow Jennifer Copeland, Jennifer, definitely make sure that you put your link in the comment section so they can follow you. But for this month, guys, is National Romance Awareness Month, and Jennifer has been posting every day. I don't know if you can see it. I did put it up there, Jennifer. She's been posting every day like a book recommendation for Romance Awareness Month. So it's stuff like that as well. So guys, we hope you're enjoying yourselves. We're almost done. We're going to do a quick round of this or that, and then we're going to let you enjoy the rest of your National Book Lovers Day as well. Oh, thank you, LaShawn. Thank you so much. Yes, LaShira Lee. Oh my goodness. Cannot forget about LaShira Lee as well, who does some amazing things as well. So, okay, first round. All right, guys, y'all ready? We're going to talk tropes a little bit. Okay, y'all know I got to ask. Friends to lovers or enemies to lovers?
Enemies to lovers.
I think I like them both, but enemies to lovers is always I love
witty banter. Oh my God.
The snarkiness
too. Every time.
The banter, and then with the enemies to lovers too, like when that realization that I kind of feel him or I kind of feel her, whatever. But Val, is yours enemies to lovers? I like both, but enemies to lovers if I had to choose.
Yeah, because when they find they're like, I hate you, but you know what?
Yes.
You're cute enough, and I like it.
Yes, I love that. I love that. Okay, so for you guys, and this, are you guys morning people or night owls?
I'm both.
I'm a night owl. Tiffany. I'm
a
both
night
too,
owl. I'm a morning person only because of work.
Well, I guess if I had to choose, I would be a night owl because I'm the last one in the bed and the first one up.
Okay,
then I'm a morning person because if I have a book hangover, I'm up at 6-7 o'clock in the morning reading my book. Like, my husband's laying next to me, and here I am with my Kindle in my hand, just reading along while he's over here snoring. Yeah, that's me.
I love that. Okay, here's the next
one.
Okay,
wait a minute. Let me ask you, Tiffany. Do you use that back as a Kindle prop?
Nope.
I do when I have to switch positions. I'm doing that. I'm like be still.
As long as he doesn't roll over.
So my thing is, I'm trying to pull the cover over, and then I turn the Kindle light all the way down to the lowest, and then I try to to get my little reading on without disturbing. Now I have had a moment where my husband was asleep, and a matter of fact, guys, this is a true story. I was reading Reese Ryan. It's the last book in the what is it? The
Bourbon Brothers.
The Experiment. There was this scene in there, y'all. I laughed out loud. I was like, oh, I just knew. Because this is in the wee hours of the morning, I'm reading, but I just laughed out loud. I was like, okay, Angela.
Yes.
So as y'all can see, these are the types of book nerdigan moments that we have as book lovers as well. Okay, so are you guys plane ride or are you taking a road trip?
Road trip.
Okay.
Oh man, I like them both, but listen, if I'm going to a book event, plane ride. Okay, I got to get there.
I'm doing 1 and 1, so I'm taking a road trip to go to Kentucky for Authors in the Bluegrass, and I'm flying to Vegas for Love in Vegas.
Okay. So
Vegas. Wait, I didn't get that memo.
Oh, we got to talk, Tiffany.
I love that. Well, guys, if you are just joining us, we just hopped on. It's just a couple of book lovers, book nerdigan friends, guys. We wanted to celebrate a little bit of a National Book Lovers Day because we get our own day, and we just wanted to share about our love for books and shout out some books and all of that good stuff as well. So, guys, I'm going to allow these ladies to tell you, one one fun fact about themselves and books. And then after we do that, we will tell you how you can stay connected with each one of these individuals. So Midnight, what's a fun bookish fact about you?
I don't know if you know how to answer that, but I can
Right?
tell you, let me just tell you one fact about me is that
Uh-huh.
more than likely when I'm reading, I'm going to either have a glass of wine if it's in the evening, a cup of coffee if it's in the morning, or might be a mimosa, never know, it's the weekend, and it
Good
depends on
choice.
what kind of week. And I just might be smoking a cigar.
Amen,
Oh,
sis.
okay.
Amen.
Well, hey, it's the book bar. It's Midnight Ace
That's
Book Bar.
right.
And you can add to that she's the master mixologist as well.
Right.
So I love that about Midnight Ace, a book, a bar. Okay, Val, you're up next. What's a bookish fun fact about you?
Oh, goodness. I have met so many fun people from just getting to read books and over the years. So being friends with Karen Booth kind of out of the blue when she first started writing. She's like, you've always been one of my first readers. I'm like, I know, because you started with a rock star romance, and what's better for me than a rock star romance? So you'll always find me in her group. It's called Backstage Antics with Karen.
Yes. So, guys, and we'll make sure that we go back and put some of these things in the comment section as
Absolutely.
well. So you can follow Karen Booth. You can sign up for or to join the group as well. You can sign up for Karen Booth's newsletter as well. As you guys can see, we are super fans of Karen Booth. Okay.
We love her.
I love it. I love it. All right, Tiffany, what's a fun fact, bookish fact about you, my friend?
Okay, so I literally reach out when so a lot of these authors do giveaways. So if I see that they have swag, I so am putting in for the swag. I love the pins, I love the bookmarks, I love it all. Give it to me all. I don't care if it's a notepad, a sticker. Look, I got coasters, stickers, and I'm sitting in my car, mind you, and I love the personal notes. Authors, if you're out there, I love the personal notes. They mean so much to me because you
Oh,
took your time to personalize it for me. And I'm not just talking about you signing your book. I'm talking about a thank you card. Thank you for supporting me. Thank you for acknowledging my work. Those I love, and I appreciate them more than you think.
I love that. I love that. Two things. One, I want to toot this person horn that's here that she didn't say. But guys, if you are looking for like bookish swag, bookish t-shirts, bookish socks, okay, take a look at this. So
Love
the
it.
person
Midnight!
who's responsible for that is Midnight Ace Book Bar, guys. If you want bookish socks, if you want bookish t-shirts,
I
she
love
can
my wine
customize them.
glass.
I would
yeah.
definitely make sure that we put her website, the glass that she has, the shirt that she's wearing, as well. If you want bookish things to wear, she's working on one for me that's called, what is it? It's Book Nerd
I'm a
something.
book nerd.
I'm a book nerd.
Simple, right?
She is working on that for me as well, guys. So we'll make sure we put that in the link. But I definitely want to toot her horn because her stuff is amazing
Thank you.
as well. One fun bookish fact. I was trying to find the book. Give me a second. Let's see.
I just imagine piles of books behind Angela.
They are under her
Listen,
desk, around her desk, in the hallway, probably. Yeah.
I'm
Y'all
I'm just as bad as her. And I said I was gonna never get like that because I have a room that is truly a multi-purpose room. And literally it's funny because my dogs even know I have to walk in first before them.
Well, I was trying to find, guys, Joanne Rock has a series, but the second book in the series, she did a tribute, or not a tribute, what do they call it? A acknowledgement. She did an acknowledgement to me personally, and that just, when I read it, I was like almost in tears. It was a surprise. I had no idea, guys, as well. So
I
that
love her.
was like,
sweet.
wow.
Those are fun when you're not even expecting them.
Exactly. And
Yeah,
it's like, even
truly
now,
good.
Hey,
it's like
Carrie, we're
beyond
waiting
words.
4 hours.
You did what now?
Another thing that is special too is when you fangirling at these book events and then an author pulls you to the side and tell you how much they appreciate you. Like literally that brings tears to my eyes because
Yes.
you don't do this for any recognition. It's just like I said, it's just
Your
a
love,
passion or whatever,
your
and you
passion.
genuinely love them. But when one pulls you to the side and take a few minutes to say, hey, I
Yes.
watch you, I see you, and I appreciate you, everything that you do, and
Yes.
that
Vice versa.
is cool.
Yes.
So, and it helps
Yes.
us to keep doing what we're doing. You know what I mean?
It does. It does. So, guys, again, that's it. That's all we have for you. We just wanted to come on and celebrate you. And personally, I want to say, Tiffany of Tips Happy Place, thank you for joining us on today by way
Car
of card.
Chronicles.
So I love that as well. Midnight Ace Book Bar. Thank you so much, my friend, for joining us on today. And Val, thank you so much as well, guys. It has been amazing. And I'm going to go ahead and put it out there. Okay, we got to do this again, guys. We got to do this again.
Absolutely.
So fun.
I don't care if it's last minute either. Just call me.
Wait, I have a thing, surprise thing, just out of the blue. So I have a giveaway.
Okay. Go ahead, Midnight.
So I have a prototype that I have. And so I just made one just to see how it works. So it's not perfect, but I want to give it away to somebody. Okay.
I love that.
A water bottle.
Wait a minute.
I like that.
Wait a minute.
So Midnight, are we doing what we usually do? You gonna tell me when to stop? How are we doing it? Okay.
Yep.
All right. So I'm getting ready. See,
Wait,
guys,
let me write a comment.
I always got you. But I did it just to see if I could do it, because I wasn't sure about the bottle. So I just did one of my favorite things. But so I'm gonna give it away.
I love that. I love that. Okay, I'm getting ready to go up and down the comment section. Midnight, when you tell me when to stop.
Stop.
Okay.
Chanel! Congratulations!
Now, you are the winner, my friend. If you will inbox me your mailing information, I will be sure to get that over to Midnight Ace Book Bar, and you will get that lovely bottle, my friend, as well. So congratulations. Thank you so much for doing that as well, Midnight. We appreciate that. So, guys, before we go, we're going to allow each one of these ladies to tell you how you can stay connected with them as well. And we will start with you, Tiffany. How can we stay connected with you?
Okay, so you guys can find me at Tiff's Happy Place on Instagram and on Facebook.
All right. I love that. And can you tell them about Tiff's Happy Place real quick, 30 seconds or less?
Okay, so Tiff's Happy Place is my happy place where I get to talk all things that I love. So right now it's just mainly books, authors, and swag. Yeah, that's it.
I love it. There you have it, guys. Follow Tiff's Happy Place on Facebook as well as Instagram as well, guys. And again, tune in to her shows as well. They're usually on Saturdays and Sundays, and she has some amazing guests for there too. All right, Miss Val, tell us how we can stay connected with you, my friend.
Yes, I think pretty much everywhere. I'm at Val Scorup, Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, TikTok now. So come find me. If you can't find me there, you can usually find me in Angela and Tiffany's comments somewhere.
And Backstage Antics. Don't forget Backstage Antics.
And Karen's Backstage Antics with Karen. I'm always posting something in there for her.
I love that. And guys, if you do have TikTok, follow Val on TikTok as well. She's on TikTok too. So, and Tiffany's on TikTok as well.
Yeah,
all right.
I'm going to make one specifically for Tiff's Happy Place because the other one is my personal one, but I need one for my business. So I think I'm
one just for books.
Yeah. I love that. I love that. All right, Midnight Ace Book Bar. Please tell us how we can stay connected with you.
Guys, I'm on social media, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter. I'm on TikTok, but I'm not doing nothing over there. And Pinterest and my at Midnight Ace Book Bar. Everything is Midnight Ace Book Bar. And my website is www.midnightace.bookbar. So come out there. And I also do live shows too. And I stream them to Facebook and my YouTube channel. I got to do the YouTube channel now. They forced me there.
I love that. I love that. And of course, guys, I am Angela Anderson of Angela's Literary Cafe, Angela's Literary Tea. Of course, I cannot leave out Fun Friday with the Fun Friday crew every Friday at 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time with my co-host, best-selling author Vanessa Riley and best-selling author Pat Simmons. We have an amazing time, boys and girls. You can follow me here, right here on Facebook, on Instagram, and I am on TikTok. You can go to my website at AngelaAndersonPresents.com. I think that's my website. You can follow me there. And guys, of course, thank you so much for always sending me stars. If you want to even send stars on tonight, if you look in the comment section, there's a nice little box with a little gift box or what have you. Feel free, send me stars. I'm so appreciative of you sharing how you appreciate the content that I share with you guys. And guys, of course, I will be still bringing you those literary shows with those amazing authors as well. We have Tea Time, which is the hour book long discussion where we go live, and we have myself and some other book bloggers and book influencers with the author, and we talk about the book. And then, of course, there's Angela's Literary Cafe, which is my 30-minute author interview show where we bring you authors with their new release and things of that nature too. And guys, we have some amazing authors that will be coming up really, really soon. So guys, that's it. Thank you so much for hanging out with us. Have a wonderful, wonderful, happy National Book Lovers Day. Thank you all authors that we are able to support for sharing your gift with us. Thank you to all the book lovers out there that came and hung out with us today. Feel free to watch the replay as well. That's it. And you guys already know what I'm going to say. Have an amazing day, because we're having an amazing day, and we will see you guys next time. Bye.
Bye, guys. Thank you for watching.
You guys stay there. Bye, everybody.